There's a beautiful study that was done a couple of years ago now. They used C. elegans, which are little worms. And what they did was they took the top 12 supplements that had good human data for longevity outcomes. You can look at the hallmarks of aging, and they kind of like touched on one of those hallmarks of aging. And what they did was a beautiful study that could only be done in worms because you need a bajillion of them to do this study, is basically they stacked these supplements in 1, 2, 3, or 4 supplement stacks. And they gave them to all, they pairwise connected them, and they gave a whole bunch of different ones to all different C. elegans. And what they found was really fascinating. At the end of the study, what they were expecting to see is essentially that 1 + 1 = 2 or better. So at least they worked synergistically, and hopefully they worked to enhance each other because they were tackling pathways that could potentially be helpful. What they found, in I want to say about 70% of the combinations, is that 1 + 1 actually equaled -1. And the reason for that is because these supplements, not peptides, but supplements, were antagonistic to one another. For example, a really classic one is if you take zinc and copper at the same time, they are going to not get absorbed well because the transporter shuts down when one goes high, and you can take the two together and you're probably absorbing way less, if not any, from the supplement that you've taken. In this case of all these C. elegans, they actually found that not only were they not absorbing and using them, but they were detrimental to the health of these C. elegans. And so again, it's not a human study, but you can imagine the biological plausibility there is that if you're taking 7,000 supplements, the likelihood that a couple of them are working against each other is probably pretty good.